Hello everybody, SirMonkeySuit here, back again with Haikyu. We are on episode 19 of Season 2. We're coming up to the end now. Alright, so yeah, in the last episode we're up against Wakanan. Obviously, like, well, midway through, Daichi got hit by Tanaka. He ended up getting not really a full-on concussion, but he did lose a tooth and he was bleeding from the mouth and all that shit, so he wasn't in a fit way to play. They ended up bringing in Chikara, or Enishita, and he definitely stepped up. Like, he made some, like, obviously, like mistakes, but obviously he doesn't get a lot of game time, so he hasn't got the experience, but he ended up stepping up and actually doing a hell of a good job taking over for Daichi. So, you know what I mean, he's definitely set there to take over Daichi when the third years eventually leave, which will be after this tournament. So as soon as, I mean, we're in the knockout stages, so, you know, you lose, you get knocked out, and that's it for the third years. So it's very sort of tense, these games, especially with only like 6 episodes left or something. Fuck. Yeah, so I think for the first time ever, we might be getting a match that is focused on 2 outside teams. Like, you know, every match so far up until this point from the very beginning has focused on Karasuno, right? Could we be getting like a full episode match between Seijo and Datako here? Because that would be cool. I would love to see that. It would be nice to kind of get a sort of perspective of like a game that is with outside characters that are rivals and stuff, and you know what I mean, like, you know, they have rivalries, like they've had like a big rivalry like with Datako, and then they've had the big rivalry with Seijo, and it'd be nice to see like Seijo and Datako go together to see just where they sort of how they would play against like different player styles and stuff. The only thing I am thinking is, you know, with Seijo being like as good as they are, how would Datako overcome them? And I'm just thinking, well, hold on. I mean, in the first season, there was this whole thing about like, you know, going up against Datako or whatever, and then they were like, no, fucking spring tournament, we are fucking going for it. You know what I mean? And like, if they can come back, you know what I mean, to like overcome, it would almost be sad if they lost against Seijo, you know what I mean? But the problem is that they can only fight, Karasuno can only go up against one of them again with the third years there. I mean, it just has to be Seijo, doesn't it? It has to be. The stakes are so much bigger with Seijo. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's the whole Kageyama versus Oikawa thing. I just think, you know, that is bigger than the Iron Wall. Forgive the pun. You know, so I think it just has to be Seijo that's going to win this. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like it's almost sad that I can pretty much predict what is going to happen just due to storytelling, like cliches. Like, it kind of just has to be Seijo, I think. You know what I mean? With it being the last chance that Oikawa get and Seijo get to play against Kageyama and Karasuno, you know? I feel like the rivalry between Datako and Karasuno is more geared towards the lower years, like, you know what I mean? I feel like they had that thing obviously with Asahi, and you know what I mean, he struggled against them like early on, and you know what I mean, he could never score past them and then whatnot, and then he managed to came back, build himself back up. He got his confidence back. He was, you know, he was beating the wall, you know what I mean? So he got his sort of, you know what I mean, he got his revenge against them and stuff like that, and he got the, you know what I mean, he showed up. So I feel like they've already done that thing. So the rivalry between like Datako and the third years is kind of over now. I would say, I think it's more sort of around the, I would say the first years. You know what I mean? With obviously Ione and like Hinata and stuff. Because they're both like, I'm sure Ione is a first year, any. So I think it's more like revolved around those lot. So that'll be for the future. But for right now, in this tournament, it has to be Seijo. So Unfortunately, for storytelling reasons, I think I pretty much predicted what's going to happen. If it doesn't, I will be fucking extremely fucking shocked if they manage to pull off an upset here, but I doubt it. So yeah, without further ado, Haikyu Season 2, Episode 19, let's go! Who won the first? Seijo, I'm guessing, right? Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah, who was that? The iron wall can be rebuilt again and again. As long as the ball goes up. Is he a loft kind of setter, kind of style? That was a high fucking toss. Another big one here. Let's see what it feels. Not very good setting then. Do you see Aikawa's face? So he's not living up to like the captain role, I guess, is good as. What's up? Huh. Who's he giving it over then? Maybe Aikawa. Give it back. He is! He's giving it back! Iron wall. No fucking way. Oh my god! Fucking Aikawa would have got it there, you know. Service ace. Figure as much. Just too much for that to go on. That's what I'm saying, it'll be for the future. It's not now, I'm afraid. The time isn't now. A libero here. Oh shit! Nice! I was expecting Libero to toss it, but I guess, yeah, you can only hit it 3 times though, can't you? I didn't think about that. Definitely it's a height advantage, that one. It's best. Libero's feel small in the middle. Dumb. Yeah, I knew it before he was going for it. I was like, he's dumping this. Nice. They're just building the wall. Best 3 bottles in the prefecture, and they're all playing for one team. Oh shit. I didn't even thought about that, like, you know, dumping it, but instead of like just slightly hitting it, smash it. You can get that, yeah. This could be the end. Fucking. What's he doing? He's just going straight through it. Oh, he broke it. He went straight through the middle of his arms. That's the end of that. Figured, yeah, Seijo was going to win, wasn't he? Seijo vs Karasuno. The rematch.
まだまだ下手くそだな、子がね。すみません。新キャプテンは全然余裕ねえしな。伸びしろしかねえな。それも超長え伸びしろな。頑張れ。今よりももっとだ。お前たちなら歴代最強の鉄壁になれる。マジっすか。俺、どんなボールでも上げられるようになります。それにブロックも鉄壁の名に恥じないように、どんなパワーのやつでもでかいやつでも止められるようになります。
止めることの難しい相手が大きく力が強いとは限らない。
Hanada. Yeah, boy. Not this time. Not this time. That was such a sick fucking... that was so sick. But this time round, though, not this time.
なんだか皆さんピリピリしてます。
It's an important game, this one.
青葉城西には全力出し切って、それでも負けたから。
俺、インハン予選の正常戦、チームがピンチの時、初めてピンチサーバーで試合出たんだ。俺が決めてたら勝てたかもしれない。なのに俺はミスって。だからまたそうなったらと思うと。影山君もまさかのビビりタイムですか？
ああ。
He's calm.
及川さんは強えからな。
お前ほんと大王様苦手な。まあ俺もだけど、戦うの楽しみにしてたじゃねえか。
6人で強い方が強い。
お？
昔岩泉さんが及川さんに言ったのを聞いた。でも今になってわかる。岩泉さんが言ったのはメンバーの力を足し算じゃなく、いかに掛け算できるかってことだったんだ。
そろそろ時間だ。
Oh god. It's gonna be nuts.
よし行くぞ。
俺たちの新速攻で
リベンジだ。
All right, episode 19. Yeah, it was pretty much like a Seijo versus Datako kind of sort of episode. It was just it was a good like episode for like us to take a break from like Karasuno and whatnot, and then try like figuring out who they were going to go up against next. I said at the beginning like it was obviously going to be Seijo, you know what I mean? And I think it's like it's sort of a shame that like due to storytelling reasons, like the cliches, like it you could tell it like it was going to be Seijo, you know what I mean? So it sort of does ruin it for you a bit, I guess. But I mean, you kind of knew. Datako being like they're a one for the future, that they're not at like full strength yet because they still have like unexperienced players in there. Obviously with the second, like one of the second years becoming a captain, you know what I mean? He's clearly like not grounded in that rule yet. And then you've got obviously this Kogane guy who is pretty much like incredibly new, but he's got height, I guess, and like it's sort of like it's an extension on the wall. Like he did manage to come and like save them a point at one point during the game when Oikawa could have seriously like got a point straight up spiking it. Like he was fucking aiming at mid-air as well. Like so he's, you know what I mean? I think that's the first time we've seen Oikawa like literally go up to like spike the ball, right? But like if Kogane wasn't there, then like if that was against any other team, you would have got that point. You know what I mean? So yeah, it just like adds to the tally of like what Oikawa actually can do. You know what I mean? He's not just a straight up setter to toss the ball or like serve and do all that shit. He can actually go ahead and spike it, and spike it well as well. Yeah, I think I mean that's pretty much all I wrote down. But it's yeah, it's going to be Seijo, and I was told that episode 20 was when I can actually watch the intro now. So, you know, I imagine that this is what it's come to. Like, this will be the last match of the season, I guess. I mean, so, I'm only on episode 20. So that would mean that what? Like, how many episodes? Yeah, it's 25, right? So that would mean that like the would like this upcoming match could possibly go on for like 4 episodes. Jesus. Okay. I mean, I'm ready for it. I'm definitely ready for it. It just means that like it's going to take possibly 2 weeks to get through this entire match. So that's going to be great, isn't it? Okay. Well, that is all. That's all I've got to talk about. Alright, so thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.